What's going on, you guys? Here we are again. So in the last couple of videos that I've made, I noticed my audio game was, I want to amp it up. So I'm checking out this wireless lavalier mic system from FIFINE. I hope that's how you say it. This is their M9 version. I just was looking for good quality specs for a wireless microphone system. So I really had a certain standard that I was looking for, but honestly, you guys, at an affordable price, because if you know, audio, it gets serious, just like with cameras and anything else that you really want to be serious about. But I think for me, starting out on something on more of a budget friendly option, I want to test this one out from this brand. This setup is a little bit more compact. So since my Sony FS30 will be my main video camera now, I definitely want to amp up the quality of the audio. So for now, I just got this set up here. So let's go ahead and dive into the unboxing of this and testing it out. Here we have on the front, we have the branding M9 wireless lavalier mic system for recording video, streaming. So also it has active noise cancellation up to 100 feet of range. So the battery life is expected to be around 5 to 6 hours. That should be plenty enough because normally I'm filming for roughly around 2.5 hours, depends on how many videos I'm able to do. But on average, one video for me, I could talk up to an hour at least. Yeah, so just diving into this, I know I just needed definitely a good amount of battery life for the system. So in the system, you get 2 wireless microphones, which is great. So of course, I'll be using one at a time, but it'll be good to have one charged up as backup if I need to switch one out. And then of course, we have the receiver here. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be the front of it. And then to the side, we just got branding here, clean back, and then branding on the side here. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this one up and see what we have on the inside. All right, open this one up. We met with the user guide here, put that to the side. And then we have the wireless microphone system in a case, which is really, really nice. So some of you guys may know that I really can appreciate products that have a case with it, like a travel case or just a storage case in general. And so that is always nice to have. On the back though, before we move forward here, so here's what the box will include. And then also we have the features here and the manufacturer at the bottom here. And so just quickly outlining the features, it lists stable audio transmission, lightweight and compact design, also auto pairing and status indicator, and multiple adapters for wide compatibility. So yeah. All right, so I got the user guide off to the side. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys so I can clearly outline what's in here correctly. Before we open this up, here's the case. Who doesn't like a case? And even if you don't use it when you're traveling with your wireless microphone system, which I likely would, so everything can be in one place, it's just good to store your system away very easily. Branding across the top, which I'm not mad at, and that's pretty much going to be it. You do have a little loop here on the side, or maybe to clip it on something in your bag or something like that. So in the top lid of the case, we have our cables. It includes 4 cables, one being the 3.5 millimeter TRS to 3.5 millimeter TRRS cable. And then we also have the 3.5 millimeter TRS to 3.5 TRS cable, as well as the 3.5 millimeter TRS to USB-C cable. And then we have our 1-foot charging cable. So you can see each cable that is included. And then I like how it indicates which one is for your phone and for your camera. So the little label that you see will be a good indication of, which cable that will connect to your device. A little nice touch in my opinion. So for my setup, I'm gonna be using the cable for my camera. So here are 2 wind filters that's included as well, which will be, of course, always good when it's a little windy outside and you need to minimize that part of your audio so you don't have all the wind in your audio. So I always use my wind filters. So I like to vlog outside. I just like to vlog in general, but when I'm out, I definitely use my wind filters for sure. And to the back of the charging case with the microphones that are in here, we have the charging cable. So this one is USB-C to USB-A. So this is the 1-foot charging cable that comes along with it. And so, all right, we have the charging case with the microphones here. I'm gonna sit these to the side, pack everything back up so we can get into that. All right, so here we have the charging case here. It is, you know, I guess it's sort of big, I guess. So since this is my first wireless audio system, I don't have anything to compare it to. So there may be smaller cases out there, but it is something I would like to mention. The size is fairly compact to me, but you may have other comparisons to reference. At the top, we have the brand name here, and then we have the little texture on the front. We do have some LED indicators here for charging status, and then it has a smooth finish on the side, and the texture pattern continues on the back. So we have our USB-C port at the rear of the charging case. It's kind of nice. I kind of like that idea that it's in the back. That way you can just plug it right in. You don't have any to the side. It can sometimes be a little workaround for charging sometimes. Not a big deal, just something I noticed with certain things. Otherwise, I think that'll be pretty cool to just, you know, be able to plug it right in and charge the wireless microphones and charge the case. So opening the charging case up, and then we have the LED lights that came on. And yeah, the spring of the top, really nice, really smooth. It doesn't feel flimsy, it doesn't feel cheap, if you will. It just has a nice click and a nice opening. So here are the two wireless microphones to the side, and this is what they look like. Here are your microphones at the top to capture the audio. And then these particular wireless microphones have the clip system. I believe, you know, more expensive options have a magnet. So in the future, I may give those a try as well. This one has a little clip here to clip on your shirt. For me, I always kind of like had a very particular look. Since I've always been kind of picky with audio on the background of things, I definitely wanted to make sure it worked for me in a wireless perspective. So not having a magnet is not a big deal for me because, you know, you won't be able to see the microphone. It's just making sure I capture better audio. So I'm just going to clip this on to my shirt, and then we should be good from there. So I feel like this is a little smiley face, which is kind of cute. And one more thing to mention about the clip is the clip does have a nice little spring on it. So it's not a flimsy clip that I will worry that will eventually just wear down. All right, so I definitely had to take it to the manual because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I definitely want to make sure I'm covering this system correctly. So onto the side of one of the microphones here, we have the power/mute button, and then we have two LED indicators for the usage of the mics and the volume of the mic, also the battery life of the mic, and also too we have the pairing button here as well as the noise cancellation button at the bottom here. And then you'll notice the small LED indicator will notify you if noise cancellation is on or off. So covering the receiver here, this is what the receiver will look like. So I will mount this on the top of my camera, and I will definitely determine how I'm gonna, you know, set this up on my phone. So to the left of the receiver, we have the power button as well as the volume control buttons A and B. To the other side of the receiver, we have the 3.5 millimeter audio out port, the pairing button, and the mode switch button. So the receiver also has a USB-C connection. And then on top, we have the screen. So you'll be able to see the information just as it displays. So the receiver also has a mounting clip as well. So if you need to utilize this, you definitely can. So the mode switch button here is just going to indicate whether you're in mono mode or stereo mode. So I always use stereo sound. So I definitely want that type of audio always captured for me. So I will likely always be in stereo mode. One thing I want to quickly mention after reading through the user manual, which I definitely recommend, is each volume control is for the individual microphones. The buttons A and B will be controlling the volume on each microphone individually. So button A will be controlling the volume on wireless microphone 1, and button B will be controlling the volume on wireless microphone 2. All right, you guys, I am back and I got everything set up. So I will be using the wireless microphones with my phone at this time. So I'm gonna set it up for my camera on my personal time, but for this video test, I'm gonna just use my phone. So the audio should sound pretty similar. I will note that when using, you know, external microphones, you definitely wanna adjust your microphone settings on the camera and on the microphone itself. So depending on the microphone that you use, it may require a little bit a different setup. For the external microphones that I've used, I've only had to adjust the settings on the microphone itself. So this one is new to me, and I definitely, again, recommend reading the user user manual to ensure you set up your audio correctly if you're using your phone or if you're using your camera. So the camera settings are slightly different when using your phone. So if you're setting it up for your camera like I will be doing, in the manual it suggests to adjust your audio settings on your camera. Definitely want to pay attention to that for sure. So this is considered microphone A. I'm going to be using this one. After pairing them both up, I will say it was easy. So in the manual, it has a couple of steps that I really didn't need to do because they automatically paired. So if they automatically pair for you, that's cool. Don't automatically pair, you definitely want to follow the steps in the manual. So I'm glad that the system that I have automatically pair. I didn't have to follow those additional steps there. So this is microphone A. Microphone A is considered the one that's on the right of the case. And then this is considered microphone B in here. The best way to determine that is by looking at the receiver. The receiver will tell you which microphone connection is on or which microphone that you will be using. All right, so let me go ahead and plug everything back up. I did a little side test to make sure this system works, and it does. By the way too, so when you need to listen to the audio playback, you're definitely gonna have to unplug the connection of the receiver from your device. That's what took me so long to really figure out if it was truly working, to be honest. So I'm gonna plug everything back in and do a quick test for you guys. All right, so this is test number 1. Can you hear the difference? So hopefully I'm able to tell as I'm editing and just even on the playback, but this is using the wireless microphone A. Let me know how it sounds. So hopefully it sounds better than using your internal microphone on your device. Also, by the way, I am holding the microphone in case you would like to use the microphone that way. I probably will be bouncing back and forth with holding the microphone and just talking to it naturally. All right, so this is with the microphone clipped onto my shirt. How does it sound? Does it sound any different? Hopefully it sounds just as clear as it does if you're naturally holding the microphone like I was. So of course in the instructions it says to clip it close to your mouth so that way you can get clear audio and you're just talking normal. This is my normal voice. So hopefully it sounds just as good. All right, so that's the end of the test. You guys let me know what you think. Hopefully it came out very good. It was just a quick little test that I wanted to do so you guys can hear the quality of the audio from the FIFINE M9 wireless lavalier microphone system. So for price, I was able to catch this on sale for just under $60 before tax. I believe the regular price of it is around $80 on Amazon. And yeah, I thought it was a pretty good deal to try out. From the reviews, they seem pretty good. They seem like pretty solid wireless microphones. So I'm currently using the microphone now for the ending of the video. At the beginning of the video, I wasn't using it. So by the way too, I am moving my hand around as I talk, and hopefully you're not hearing any difference there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all that is to it. You know, I wanted to be a simple video, nothing too extreme. Thinking about testing out another brand I got my eye on to see what a higher tier costing wireless microphone setup would be, and maybe I'll do a comparison. We'll see for sure. I will say, you know, you're definitely gonna have to tweak some things with review the user manual to make sure you got everything set up and everything is working. Again, you might have to tweak some things for the setup and where to rest your receiver if you don't have a space to clip it on. Outside of that, I think this is a really good option. So yeah, you guys let me know your thoughts. A little quick test on a new product that I'm checking out. As always, I do like to share my experience with you guys. So hopefully you consider subscribing as well as giving this video a thumbs up. As you guys know, those things are always helpful to the channel and the video. If you know someone that's interested in the FIFINE M9 wireless microphone system, then hopefully you share the video with them as well, and hopefully they find it helpful. So with all that being said, I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Peace.